Hey, it's me. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we back at it. You know what? I'm your nosy neighbor lady. This is your nosy neighbor lady show. And I was kind of thinking about one, how this shirt is so cheap and how the neck looks. But I buy cheap clothes, so I'm really upset that this neck looks like this. But anyway, I'm your nosy neighbor lady. This is your nosy neighbor lady show. Since we're going over self worth this month, and finding self worth within yourself, and not confidence and not self esteem, I thought that it would be a brilliant or common sense idea to actually do a video about self worth and what self worth is. So I went online, I looked up some definitions, and I wrote down some things. And when I put this wig on, I knew it was going to aggravate me. So you're going to struggle bus through this week and this video. Like, oh my God. But anyhow, self worth is at the core of your very thoughts, who you are deep down inside, your core feelings, your core behaviors. Self esteem is what you think and feel about yourself. So I think of it as self esteem. You can think you this, you could think you're that, but that don't mean you feel it. That don't mean you know without a shadow of a doubt who you are. Self esteem, because even in the subconscious mind, I always bring it up, the white doll and the black doll experiment, where they have the black girl and the black boy look at which doll is bad, which doll is good, and it's always the white one. Subconsciously, black women don't know that we have been trained not to support or like ourselves, and it shows up in how we treat each other. You can feel like, oh, I think I'm cute, or I think I'm enough, or you can say, I'm happy with being fat, or I'm happy with being skinny. And you can say those things, but if you really don't think and believe those things in your core inner being, it shows up in your life. It shows up in your not clicking on that black girl video, but clicking on that white or biracial girl video. It shows up in your video where women who look like you don't, that's the correlation between the white doll and the black doll. Or you click on the video where the girl hair pattern is more curly or straight, and the girl with kinky hair, and your subconscious, you don't know that, you don't think that's attractive, you don't think that's beautiful. So self worth is a set of rules that tell others how to treat you, also. Like me, for example, when people meet me, they know it's some stuff I go for and some stuff I don't. Or there are people who try me, yeah, but it's a tiptoe try if they try, because they know my presence, my professionalism, my belief system. Even without talking to me, they can sense something about me where they know I know who I am when I wake up and lay down. Even putting out a video about the heartbreak and trauma and drama of being a single mother, the ability to be transparent about where you've been and where you came from. I'm not saying everybody should tell their business. I just do it so people can know I'm a regular lady, and it's okay to be a regular person, and it's okay to talk about your flaws and not be perfect, and come out on the other side good and whole and healed and ready. But self-worth shows others what you see in yourself, your presence, your glow, your aura. If you think you're a shitty person, you can dress up every day, you can be the most beautiful, the most this, you're still gonna attract bums, you're still gonna attract toxic relationships, you're still gonna attract things that are shitty, because to your core, you don't think you deserve good things. You don't think you're worthy of good things. You don't think your time is valuable. You don't think your life has value. You're just, there's a thing where people say, are you living or are you surviving? And sometimes people don't realize they're just on this earth surviving and not necessarily living a joyful, happy quality life. Not that every day of mine is perfect, but I know where I came from, and I know where I brought myself, and I'm damn proud of that. And the things I've done, and the places I've gone, and the people I've met, I feel really good. Yeah, I didn't put no makeup on. I was like, forget it, because I'm finna go to sleep after this. But if you like this video, let me know. If you want to join our neighborhood, let us know. And if we want to, let us know with the unlike if you don't like it, so we can improve the show, or put your comments or thoughts in the comments or thought section. It's like, y'all know we gotta say what we gotta say. So self-worth tells people what you expect from them. When you don't want anything, when you don't desire anything, when you don't have a checklist or a little list or a big list, or if you don't have a set of requirements when dealing with anybody at the workplace or anybody in relationships or anybody at your church, people are going to walk all over you and treat you any kind of way. And what actually brought us to the self-worth conversation are the videos I keep seeing of black women online, and just realizing that black women don't require much of anybody, because we just take anything, and we're so used to being mistreated that we think that's how our life is supposed to be. I don't think that. Well, I do think it kind of now, because with all our stupidity being shown online with I love you black man, and black men like punching us in the eye and taking our lives, it lets me know now the world thinks like, oh God, they don't have no self-esteem. I could walk all over them. So I do feel the effects of that, the effects of other black women not having any self-worth or self-value. So there's some that I don't. But then when they meet me, they're like, oh wait, I see that she's not like that. She thinks she's somebody. Damn fucking right. I know I'm somebody. So that's why we doing self-worth, so y'all can know y'all somebody too, or put a bug in someone else's ear to let them know they're somebody. So with self-worth comes confidence, comes self-esteem, comes personal growth. But if you don't think you're worthy at your core, if you're still that girl who got bullied, and you still are vulnerable and get in situations, and you immediately, sometimes you don't even know that you suffer from PTSD. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Post-traumatic, like, some of y'all don't even know that you're so used to living in a state of emergency and in a state of just chaos and a lot of activity. When things calm down, it's totally weird for you, because you've been defined by drama and trauma. And that's why sometimes people can't be alone. And that's why you hear women online like, be alone with yourself, learn to love yourself, learn to love yourself. But you cannot love yourself by tearing other people down. That's really not a trait of a healthy person. It's not a healthy way of thinking. So let's see what the rest of this say. Feelings and behaviors that are ultimately tied into how we view our worthiness and value as human beings. Worth and value is used interchangeably, but it's more closely aligned than self-esteem. Like the value. Do you think you're worth a date? Do you think you're worth money? Do you think you're worth that new job? Do you think you're worth living in that neighborhood? Do you think you desire to that you deserve to drive the car that you desire, or the car of your dreams? Because sometimes we can get the things we actually want, then we self-sabotage, because really we wanted it and might have needed it or wanted it, but we don't think we deserve it. So of course we're going to find a way to get those things out of our lives. So some people find their worth in their job. Some people find their worth in knowing who they are at the core. Some people find their worth in their income or in their appearance. But these are still shallow levels of things, because it's like your worth as a human being. But sometimes we tie things like our appearance or our possessions to self-worth. But that's how you know it really doesn't matter, because we have beautiful women committing suicide, we have really rich men committing suicide. So when we thinking about self-worth, it's really like some deep down in your heart. Self-worth is recognizing I'm greater than those things. It's a knowing that I am of value, I am lovable, and I deserve to live my best life. And I deserve to be treated with respect. But if every man you meet is kicking your ass and never giving you nothing, you could say you want respect and you could demand other people respect you, but really you don't want respect, really. And especially if you never respect anybody else, you really don't want respect, even with karma and stuff. Nobody's gonna respect somebody who doesn't respect people. Like, and then if you don't respect yourself doing self-harming behaviors, not saying that we all don't participate in things that are not necessarily healthy for us, but it's to the what extreme. Even like a way to self-harm could be having sex without condoms, promiscuous sex without condoms. That's like living your life on the edge. You don't necessarily have to cut your arms. Self-harm can look like every guy I want to be with, I make sure I pick a fight so he can punch me in my eye. That's self-harm. Because you're putting yourself in harm's way. Oh, he's going to run me over with a car. But then you go back home and like sleep with him that night. So let me know if you like the video, if you find any value in anything I'm saying. Put a comment down. I'd like to know what you think. But since we're doing self-worth this month, I'm like, we actually need to do an actual self-worth video and define what it is, because it's not confidence and it's not esteem, okay? You could think anything about yourself that's not true, and considering black women are running to have a problem with honesty with each other and about vulnerable and shameful things, we can be blunt and honest about other people's lives. We are very good at that. They shouldn't have did this. If I was her, I would have did this. And she did that. And we're honest in ways that are used in drama and gossip contexts. But we're not honest about things that are shameful and guilt and taking responsibility for our happiness. And thinking that that's okay to take responsibility for your happiness. Because you have to please a nignog. Even women who want to keep saying that black men love black women. I'm not going to say that every black man hates black women. I'm not going to say that if you're in a black person relationship. I'm not going to say that to you, to your face. And I do believe it's some love somewhere on the world, but you'll be a fool to find it if you don't have it now. You'll be a fool to chase it down. You'll be a fool to actually consider black men in your dating pool. But like, if you don't want shit or you don't have shit but time to kill, you can fuck with black men, but you just gonna be on the news. And just don't get mad at the challenge for reporting it. I knew this hair was gonna get on my nerves. Anyway. How do you think about yourself? These are questions. How do you think about yourself? How do you talk to yourself about yourself? Do you say, oh, you can't get that anyway? Oh, that ain't gonna look good on you. Oh, who you think you are? You don't need that. She got this and that changed her, so who are you? Are you still that word that people in middle school might have called you or elementary school called? Do that stuff still come in your mind? Do you believe those thoughts about yourself? One thing they do, I think focusing on your strengths, focusing on your accomplishments. That's why goal setting is so important in self-worth, because when you have accomplished things in your life, whether other people think they're small or not, it gives you a level of self-worth that no one can take away from you. Because it's like, you can say what you want about me, baby, but I live my life and I've been there and I did it and I was there and I saw it, or I was there and I created it. So that's why a lot of time when you actually find your self-worth, people are not going to like you anymore, because you're not going to tolerate bullshit. And you're not going to tolerate people tearing you down, which they do in Blackistan, just randomly tear black women down, just randomly, because it's the culture. So it's like you're going to rise above that and know that you want to be around people who appreciate you. And when you do that, the Blackistanis are going to hate you. So, and that's why it's like a lot of women with power and money do bring power, but they still don't think they worth nothing but a dusty. And they go home and live a project life inside a mansion because their self-worth is lacking. You know what I'm saying? So get some boundaries and stick to them. Other people can't tell you you're important if you don't think so. That's why we doing this month. I'm trying to take a more positive approach, but then I kind of get down in the mud and I don't like it, but it needs to be done because black people like abuse, and that's the only way we understand things, because when people say it nicely, we don't hear it. But that's so funny because mom used to say, when I talk nice, y'all don't hear me, but when I cuss, y'all understand. Who knew? Blackistan. But if I sit on here and tell you you're beautiful, if I sit on here and tell you you're innovative, if I sit on here and tell you you're smart, if I sit on here and tell you you're beautiful, like, if you don't believe it in your core, it don't matter what I say. And some people don't like positivity. Some people don't like positivity coming from a black woman because they believe that all black women have attitudes, and they know black women who don't even have attitudes. So it's like that subconscious programming. That shit is dead. And you know what? You're not living to impress other people. And you're not trying to manipulate others. And you're accepting yourself for who you are, you're caring for yourself, and you're respecting yourself. But the living to impress other people, black people do that all the time, because that's why black people who have $500 rent go buy a $500 outfit, then cry about their rent. You didn't buy the outfit really for yourself. If you wanted to buy something for yourself, you would have bought a place to stay, which is paid your rent. Black people go broke trying to impress people they don't even like and don't even know, and it's just really a sad thing. But a lot of time it's just dress it up on the outside because I'm hurting and don't think I'm anything on the inside. I'm not saying you can't buy expensive things. Not saying that, okay? Not this conversation, okay? Please don't tussle with me, okay? Tussle with your man. So, but when you make and some people, I'm not trying to be nobody, I ain't trying to impress nobody. Everybody who live in America, whether they want to accept it or not, there are some really free spirits who really don't care what people think, but those people are usually raised in white communities if they're black, because white people, like, they can have a lot of money and wear like the dirtiest shoes every day. Yeah, because they don't care what you think about them. So, but a lot of black people, and with the gossip and the drama and the do this for show, and nobody ever got their parents' attention, that not saying all, because all black mothers are not bad, and I think every black mother did the best they could, whether they was a good mom or a bad mom. She did the best she could. Now, if she sent you with your grandma, that was the best she could do, I guess. I don't know. But have some mothers failed children? Yes, they have. I'm just thankful for my mom, and I love my mom. But when you're trying to impress other people, you'll never be happy. So that's like, if you don't take nothing else from this video, considering that before you like this video and subscribe to my channel or come back to see me, I do want you to love on your loved ones, but I want you to love on yourself. But you can love yourself and not love yourself. So when we looking up self-worth and self-love or self-help or self-esteem or confidence, know that all these things are one another on top of each other. That you can't have one without the other. You can't just wake up one day with confidence and you don't think you worth shit, because it's not going to be legit. It's just going to be a jacket you put on that day and what you think confidence is without actually having true confidence, because you don't have worth. So I hope this makes it more tangible and kind of wholesome for us today. Ghettoology, hoodology, trapology. Just be innovative and creative today. I'll see you in a minute. Bye.